Hello, heroes and villains. Welcome to Aardvark Poker. I just came back from running. It was raining. I didn't have a good night's sleep. So I thought today it's a good day for another episode of the mental part of poker.
Today's episode will deal with discipline. Now, if you like this video, please hit like and subscribe. Okay, so I showered, put on some clean clothes. Let's talk about discipline. What do we need discipline for? Well, at the table itself, we need the discipline to fold pre-flop. We may get hand after hand after hand unplayable cards. We need to keep being disciplined to fold these, even if we don't get hands 1, maybe 2 orbits. And maybe you finally get a good hand, and you get re-raised, and you need to fold. You need to have the discipline to make laydowns. And not only pre-flop, also post-flop. If you know that your hand is not good anymore, you have to have the discipline to fold these hands. That can be difficult. Of course, we also need discipline off table, right? Discipline to study, discipline to analyze our hand and be confronted with our mistakes. How do we get disciplined, right? I think it's important to be disciplined in other parts of your life too, right? Have regular exercise. Think about it. If you go work out, running, other exercise a couple of times a week. I often do it very early in the morning, 5:30, 5:45 in the morning. I get up, do my exercise, do my running. This discipline will also trickle down into your life, right? If you get up, you go running in the rain, then you sit down at the poker table. Now it's not too bad to fold the Jack 10 off in the hijack seat. Should have the discipline to have a healthy diet, to have regular sleep times. You may say, well, that all sounds boring. But you will notice that if you do this, you will feel so much better at the poker table, so much fitter, that it's much easier to be disciplined at the table as well. Then you have to be disciplined enough to study. All right. In order to do so, I think it's good to have a regular study schedule. You could say study every day half hour, if you have time enough. Or you could say I take every week, Monday. Monday is anyway, the tables are nit infested, so make Monday your study day. You should also be disciplined enough to analyze your play at regular intervals. Personally, I do this at the end of every month. Take a couple of days off of poker, analyze my play, see what my leaks are, some leak detection, and then make a plan to study these specific spots during the next month of study. Then you can make a study group, right? Study groups are good because the other people will hold you accountable for studying the different spots. And being disciplined in play, right? I think this is maybe the most difficult thing to do, especially for micro-stakes players, right? We often make our decisions too fast. Right? You have a time bank. Take time for your decisions, even when you're multi-tabling. Right? Most of your pre-flop decisions should be completely automatic, so you have sufficient time for your post-flop decisions. And ask yourself questions. Right? What bluffs does villain have? What's the worst hand that will call my value bet? Or what is the best hand that will fold to my bluff? Another nice trick is to start recording your sessions and explain your play. Right? If you play and explain, you verbalize your thought process, and that will make your thought process and your decision making a lot more conscious. We often just click buttons and you're on autopilot, And you should prevent that you're on autopilot and that you make conscious decisions every hand you play. Now, how do you keep this fun? Right? Sounds that discipline may not be fun, and sometimes want to do something else. Well, of course, you should. Because that is, I think, how you make discipline last. As you can see, I'm dressed completely different. This part of the video is recorded several weeks after the previous part, because I had quite a rough time in the last few weeks with downswing. My goals in poker were not met. That's why it's important to have several non-poker goals in your life. This could be work-related, could be watching Netflix, movies you like, could be reading books. I read about 30 to 40 novels a year. Could be sports. I recently broke my best time in the 10K and the half marathon, and this went together with my downswing, but because of the motivation in sports, it kept me going. So if you have these multiple goals, some of these you will achieve, and I think that will keep you balanced. Also, you should try take days off from play, or take days off from play and study. So to conclude, not only as a professional poker player, but also as a micro-stakes player, be disciplined, but make sure you incorporate some breaks. Also, try to be balanced and have goals outside of poker. And when you return, set realistic goals. Now, what are realistic goals and how should we keep up with them? This may be part of a next episode.